Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Back in October for the last event of MTTC, I had a catastrophic failure on my NC1 track car at Button Willow, where I dumped about 6.5 quarts of oil on the track. Here's a couple clips just to bring you up to speed on kind of what happened that day. So here is kind of what happened to the oil filter adapter that comes off of the block. So this is where my lines come out for my cooler. That's one section that goes, it's really hard to see, but it goes to the engine block. And then you have a stud coming out under here that holds the filter, which I kind of moved this so it fell off. So the filter came undone as well as the adapter to the block. And then that is the part that the filter attaches to. So something sheared off or broke, but that's where I lost all my oil. And then since that filter moved, more of the filter oil is coming out. So yeah, this is all completely off the engine block. You can see right there, doesn't look like it's sheared off. I can't really focus. Oh yeah, it is. You can see it's broken. So that'll need to be replaced. And then who knows if the engine is good still, but yep. So I was able to get the car home and I took the engine out, disassembled to find a spun rod bearing on cylinder 4, I believe. And basically the rest of the crank was kind of scored. But what really caused the issue of dumping all the oil on the track was my oil filter housing broke. So there's a couple people on the forums or a couple people on the Facebook pages that have had issues with filter adapter kind of sandwich plates on these engines. But for the last 4 or 5 years of tracking, I never had an issue. And it wasn't essentially the sandwich plate that had an issue or even the sandwich plate adapter piece. It was actually the cast piece of the Ford filter housing. So I know that probably doesn't mean any difference, but regardless, it failed and this is what happened. So now I have a new engine that's got built. So let me walk through what I've done to this new engine. So this is the newly built engine. I got it all kind of cleaned up at the machine shop. So essentially it's a deck. I have LE5 2.4 liter Ecotec pistons in here, which are oversized for that engine to fit the 2.5. So they are 89 millimeters, which is the stock bore size of the 2.5. And I also changed the, I'm missing a couple buckets. I need to buy some, but I did BC Racing steel retainers and springs for the new cam setup, which is going to be a set of Fab 9 stage 2 cams to put up the cam card so you kind of see the lift and duration, but should be a lot more aggressive than my stage 1 cams that I have from Fab 9, which I had years ago when I originally had this engine and did the first kind of modification past it being essentially stock. I'm keeping the PPE long tube header, and then I'm going to be keeping the stock intake manifold for now. I just really want to button up the engine back on, put it back in the car, kind of get a couple of vents on it, and then I can start doing some, modifications to it. But the engine is really clean. It was a pretty low mileage motor to begin with, so not a lot of gunk and everything, but relatively clean. And that is it. Yeah, I'm super excited to get this thing in the car and drive it with the new compression ratio. I think it's gonna really ump the power. Plus the new cams are gonna be awesome. They're gonna be much more aggressive than the last set. I have a couple more odds and ends I need to buy and just some buttoning up to do. Nothing else really needed on the actual car itself. It's really just the engine. So once I get that in there, I'll be able to do the break-in, drive it, and then hopefully get to the dyno and kind of see what the numbers are. It's gonna make what it's gonna make, and that's all I can do. So I have hopes that it'll make a little over 200 horsepower, but we'll see what it makes. And yeah, look forward to those videos. If you guys have any questions or anything on this build, Benjamin Ness has a lot of information that I followed on the forum. Just search up 2.5 liter cast budget piston, something like that, and you'll find the whole thread. He has a ton of information in there, and that's kind of the build that I followed was his build. So, but he helped me out a lot. Thanks to Fab9 for the camshafts and all the extra little parts and stuff that I bought from you guys. I really appreciate it. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.